Good afternoon, one and all. Rob here, and I've got teams 30 through 21 right here. As I see them this year, I don't even have my phone next to me, just due to the fact that these teams really have not done a lot to help their roster. They really haven't. So, pretty much, it's almost a list off, and I'll give you reasons as to why I think each team is set the way they are. Um, I think the balance of power in the American League is definitely in the American League East again. Um, it has moved over the years. Um, the American League West, especially when the A's and Astros and even Seattle, for that matter, really had a lot of power. That AL West pretty much was, I think, even the best division in the American League. Not this year. Definitely, the power has changed right back over to the American League East, and that's definitely where the power division is. We go to the National League. I think National League West is very powerful, but they're not stacked. They have a couple of good, powerful teams, but between the National League East and West, both they really have some good teams. Central again, down year for the Central, and I will show you exactly why the Central divisions, the American League and National League, are not the best out there. Okay, here we go. Let's start with Team 30, the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore Orioles, when Trey Mancini could be your biggest pickup, and you had him last year, and he was a bench player a lot of the season, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a division with the Yankees. You're in a division with the Blue Jays. You're in a division with the Rays, and even the downtrodden Red Sox. You're not in great shape. You really aren't. Um, I realize this team was not the worst team last year, but playing 162 games and knowing right off the bat you got 95 games again. Well, it was 38. It'll be 76 games. I guess 76 games in division. That's almost half your season right there, and they're going to get outclassed in an American League East. They're just going to. Baltimore, at best, wins 43 games. I'm not sure they even capable of that. They're in dire straits. If they could pick up one player, who would I try to pick up? Any pitcher that you can find on the market at a downtrodden price, pick them up if you're Baltimore. They will be able to score a few runs, but man, oh man, they're not going to be able to stop anybody else from scoring. So Baltimore is our 30th team. Team 29, Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates definitely are I would say, probably the worst team out there. They're just lucky they play in the Central Division where it's a whirlwind going on this year. The Cardinals, Reds, the Cardinals have helped themselves. Reds really haven't done a lot to help themselves. The Cubs have done nothing to help themselves. The Brewers, they're still the Brewers. They're a decent team, but they've not really done a lot to help themselves. And let's see. What other teams in the Central? Well, I think I called them all. They're just not a very good division, and the Pirates at the bottom of it, playing a beautiful ballpark. Chris Archer, one of the big cogs you had last year. You were hoping for 30 starts out of him. Obviously, you get caught with it. The Corona stuff happens, cuts him back to 8 starts, something like that. It was crazy bad. It wasn't great, that's for sure. And maybe he may have gotten as many as 10, 11 starts. I don't know. But it wasn't – that's not what they needed out of Chris Archer. He goes back to the Rays, and the Pirates downtrodden again. Their team 29. Team 28. We're going with the Colorado Rockies. Colorado Rockies are not that far removed from a time they were really their strength was their batting lineup. They just had a strong hitting lineup, and that's getting weaker and weaker by the day with the trade of Nolan Arenado. We know right now Trevor Story is not happy. We know Charlie Blackmon could be traded. He could be dealt before opening day. If that is the case, they're your three best offensive guys, and all of them could get shipped out prior to opening day. I don't care who you've got out there pitching for you. They can't put 5 runs on the board. Not many pitchers can anyway. And that's what it's going to take at Coors Field to win consistently, 4.5 to 5 runs. I don't see where the offense for the Rockies is going to do it, and definitely their defense and their pitching. They're in some serious trouble. They're going to be in last place in their division. They're going to really have a long year. Philip Reynolds, what's up? Team 27, Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona Diamondbacks play on one of the nicest ballparks out there. Dome Stadium, so when it is 120 degrees outside, they get the refreshment of 70-degree air, but they don't use it very often. They just don't. Getting car fixed, no brakes. Oh, that's never a good thing. Diamondbacks just don't use their money wisely. They overspend for some pitching, and then sometimes they just don't go out and get the relief pitching they need. They're just not a well-run organization. Team 27, Arizona Diamondbacks. Team 26, the Rangers. Texas Rangers, the same team we were talking about only 2 years ago that says we're going to open our wallets and we're going to make moves. They haven't done anything. They really haven't. Going out here, maybe to go out here and possibly get yourself a DH. You got 9 position players that you need to do something with too, and 7 of those positions are really kind of tossed up in the air. Rangers are really not a very, very good team right now. Add up that you also played in division with the Astros, Angels, and the A's. That doesn't help. And they are sitting at 26th. 25th team, the Royals. The Royals, this team just came out of the World Series, 5-6 years ago? And they are of the thinking, a lot of teams are, that after you win the World Series or after you go to a World Series, let's recharge our batteries. And in the middle of a recharge, they decided to unload this one, unload this one, unload this one, and really they're pitching matchups and the contracts they've given out to different pitchers has blown up in their face. Royals, they're at 25. 24th, the Tigers. You may be a little surprised I put them up this high, the Tigers, but they're starting to get a little bit of offense on the side, and that if they're able to really put some good innings up on the offensive side of the ball, that can help any pitching staff look a lot better than they are. It can be a mask or what they call it, just some way just a mask over a bad pitching team is if you can just hit the ball well. Tigers can hit the ball. It's just a matter if they're going to really do it or if they're just going to just kind of fade out fade to black real quick. I think the Tigers can do it in stretches, but not a whole year. They're number 24. Number 23, you might be surprised. How about the Boston Red Sox? Boston Red Sox have done nothing to help their cause this year, got no pitching, and they had no pitching. Mookie Betts is gone. Jackie Bradley Jr. seems like he is gone. They really are counting on Xander Bogaerts and a couple other pieces to really make that team tick. And they're just not going to be able to stay in high scoring games against the Blue Jays, Yankees, and Rays. They're just not going to be able to. They are steps ahead of the Orioles, but that's not saying a lot. Orioles are a glorified AAA team at best. Boston, they are not worthy of coming out here this year and people thinking that they're going to even come close to 500. I don't think so. Boston, team 23. 22, Seattle Mariners. Mariners, for the last 15, 20 years, anytime there was a player coming out of Asia, they were always a number one team that you would think, okay, they're going to get this guy. They're going to get this guy. Ichiro, yeah, that worked out wonderfully. But since then, some of the pitchers they've gotten, that they're not that great. And on top of they're paying them top dollar. They agree to pay them top dollar because their front office is primarily Asian descent. I don't know what else to say except the Mariners are not a very, very good team. They're playing in the AL West, and they're not going to go far. Team 21. This could be a huge surprise to a lot of people. The San Francisco Giants. Giants have done nothing since Bumgarner left. I really don't know what to expect from this team. They're just not a very, very good team. They're just not. And we, if they can get out here and make a couple of trades, maybe especially for a couple of starting pitchers, 2 or 3 relief pitchers, something like that, they'll be inside the top 20 as far as organizations and teams go. But right now they're not. They just aren't, and they've got to do something in order to be a better team. And the front office is not helping it. They're just not doing anything to make themselves look any better. So I've got the Giants at team best at their team best of 21. We got 1 through 20 coming up for you in the upcoming days, guys. Who will be my number 1 team? Will it be an American League team? Will it be a National League team? Well, I'll promise you this. I've seen about 100 lists, and mine doesn't agree with a lot of folks. So get used to it, I guess, right? But we'll see what happens. And I will definitely tell you who I think will be the World Series participants. Not obviously not that sure yet because there's still some pieces and parts that teams can grab a hold to, but we'll see what happens. Teams 30 through 21, I just gave them to you. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me give you a wrap up of it. Here we go. Team 30, Baltimore Orioles. Team 29, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Team 28, the Colorado Rockies. Team 27, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Team 26, the Texas Rangers. Team 25, the Kansas City Royals. Team 24, the Detroit Tigers. Team 23, the Boston Red Sox. Team 22, the Seattle Mariners. And Team 21, the San Francisco Giants. So, teams 20 and up. We'll start tomorrow with them. Probably give you a couple every day, and we'll do it that way. Maybe we can get done quicker than the top 10. Maybe I'll do those each day. leading up to my vacation time or vacation time for our family, and try to get that done before we take off and before just before spring training starts. You all have a great day. I hope you'll check my train video out. And thanks so much for all the support from the halftime show last night. Over 1,100 people have watched that halftime show we did last night. Very pleased. It's I guess it may have been something that YouTube pushed, but if they did, thank you YouTube for that. It's unheard of for me to get 1,100 views this quickly. It's just nuts, and it ended up happening. So, hey, timing is everything, right? And it worked out for us. You all have a great evening. If I'm around this evening, maybe we'll do something. I don't know yet. We will see. God bless and have a great day. Bye-bye.